So we are getting ready to start part 2, exploring my identity. And we're just going to break it down our identity even more. So we've spent some time looking at what goes into our identity, visible identity, invisible identity, and now we're going to look a little bit more in depth. So the first part is what's in a name. Your names are so important. They're special. They're yours. They're unique to you. And so I just kind of want to break that down a little bit. So I did an example for myself. My full name is Elizabeth Sue Gonzalez. I like to go by just Elizabeth. I'm not a fan of nicknames. I feel like I identify the most with Elizabeth. And then I want you to, excuse me, I want you to go through and break this down. So, who named you? What does your name mean? Are you named after anyone? Where's your last name from? Is there any special significance to your name? So I did an example. My parents both named me. I was actually supposed to be named Elena, but they decided I didn't look like an Elena. My parents didn't know if I was going to be a boy or a girl. So if I was a girl, I was going to be Elena. If I was a boy, my dad wanted to name me Spruce after the tree, but my mom didn't like that idea. So his second pick was Cisco. And my mom was like, well, we could do Francisco because that's her name. So it would have been Francisco if I was a boy. I was a girl. And they didn't like Elena. They didn't think I looked like it. So they were like, what do we do now? So it took them 2 days after I was born to settle on Elizabeth. I don't think they meant to name me after anyone specific, but Elizabeth was my mom's grandma's middle name, and Sue is my mom's favorite aunt's middle name. So I think Sue was intentional. My last name Gonzalez is from my dad, of course. Well, of course, but it's from my dad. And we're Spanish and Native American on my dad's side. And so my last name Gonzalez comes from my Spanish heritage, which I'm really proud of. And I think my name really fits my cultural identity because my mom's Irish and my dad's Spanish and Native American. And I feel like Elizabeth can be Irish and also Spanish. And then Gonzalez shows my Spanish heritage too. And I like my name. I think it fits me. I like Elizabeth. I don't like the nicknames as much. So that's what I want you guys to be doing and thinking about as you go through this. And then I want you to kind of think about the people or the family, the friends you surround yourself. So list them here and then highlight some people it says that you live with or that you live close to. So just, well, who are some special people in your life? How do they support you? And you don't need to have a bunch. You can have 2, 3, you can have 7, whatever feels good for you. And then I want you to think of like your culture, okay? Where were you born? Where were your parents born? What can you share about your family history? I want to make sure that you share only what you feel comfortable sharing. Again, I'm not going through and reading details. I'm gonna just grade for completion. If you feel comfortable sharing a lot, share a lot. If you feel comfortable maybe picking 2 of these, whatever you want to share. Please don't think that I'm asking you to share every single thing. Again, whatever you're comfortable with sharing, share. And then I want you to think about your overlapping identities. So what overlapping identities combine to make you who you are, okay? Because they're all kind of together. So I want you to just go through and fill this out. So for me, I would have brown. My skin color is like right now, it's a little tan. My hair color is brown, female, American. I want you to break that down. Okay. Ethnicity is like your cultural background, and then race is more of like your skin color. Not your skin color, but it has more to do with. They're very similar. Ethnicity is just that heritage, where race is more physical appearance. And then I want you to look at like your interests and your favorites. So what is your favorite food, your favorite sport, holiday, color, hobby, place, drink, book? So break those apart. And that's just so I can get to know you a little bit better. And then I want you to think about it. So how do these interests impact who you are as a person and your identity? When your interests change, does your identity change? I would say yes. As your interests change, as they should sometimes, your identity does too. And then I want you to think of like some character traits, so that you're kind, you're smart, you're funny. And then maybe ask somebody around you what character traits they might use to describe you. And then why is it important to understand your identity? Why is it important to understand that you're in control of your identity? I want you to kind of reflect on that here. And then you're going to do a quote analysis. So you have to be your own person. You can't let people's opinions determine how you think about yourself. There's a difference between identity and self identity. I want you to reflect on that quote. And what is the difference between identity and self identity? Why is it important to distinguish them? And that's it. And just read through this. Your thoughts are important. Your thoughts are valued. Your cultures are important, and your cultures are valued. Your languages are important. Your languages are valued. Your lived experiences are important, and your lived experiences are valued. And you are important, and you are valued. And don't forget that.